morning, students. In my previous science class, I had already started a new chapter called Growing Plants. In that class, I had explained the process called germination. So, in this class, I will start with the topic called dispersal. So, let's read the definition of dispersal. The process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called dispersal. So what is dispersal? The process by which seeds are scattered away or moved away from the mother plant is called dispersal. Okay, so this is a very important step for any germination to begin. Now, what helps a seed to move away from its mother plant to a place where it can germinate? Of course, seed don't have any leg or wings, right? They should be held by some external agents to move from one place to another place. Now, there are total 4 external agents that helps the seed to disperse. What are these? These are wind, water, animals and explosion. So, let's first talk about dispersal by wind, or how dispersal happens by wind. Seeds of certain plants are very light and have wings-like structure or hair on them. These seeds are easily carried away by the wind from one place to another. So examples are maple and dandelion seeds. Now, seeds that are small in size, light in weight, have wing-like structures or long hair around them can be dispersed by wind. Like you can see, this is a dandelion flower. So you can see these are this small black spot. These are the seed of the dandelion. The seed of the dandelion are very small in size and they are very lightweight, and there are wing like structure around them that helps to disperse them by or carried away them by wind easily. Next is dispersal by water. Seeds of plants such as the lotus and coconut are spongy or have a fibrous covering which helps them to float on water. Water carries these seeds from one place to another. Now, usually the dispersal of seeds by water happens in plants that grow in the water bodies or near the water bodies, like lotus. It's a plant that grow in the water bodies only, in the ponds or rivers. Now, the fruit of lotus is very spongy. Now, whenever I'm saying spongy, means it is very lightweight like sponge. So the fruits of lotus is very lightweight. That's why it can easily floats on the water and can go from one place to another place easily. Okay, so this way the seeds can be dispersed by water easily. Next is dispersal by animals. Some seeds such as cocklebur have spines or hooks. These seeds stick to the bodies of animals and birds and are thus carried away from the mother plant. Birds and animals eat fruits of various plants. Undigested seeds of these fruits pass through their digestive system intact and are dispersed to other areas. Now, animals and we humans, we love to eat fruit. After eating fruit, we just throw the seed. So, wherever the seeds fall into the soil, if it gets the right condition to germinate, it will grows into a new plants. So this is a very simple way of seed dispersal by animals. But sometimes birds also eat up the entire seed along with the fruit. Now seeds are hard to get digested, right? So these undigested seeds of of the fruits come out with their droppings and falls in different places, and wherever these seeds falls, if they get the right condition to germinate, they will grow into plants. So now you can understand that animals plays a very important role in seed dispersal, right? So the next and last external agent is explosion. The fruit of some plants, such as peas and beans, burst open when they are ripe, scattering the seeds in all directions. This method of seed dispersal is called explosion. So some plants, such as peas and beans, when they become ripe, it just burst out and scatter all their seeds in different directions. So this way seeds get dispersed by explosion. So that's it for today, and if you don't understand anything, just message me, I will call you later. Okay students, thank you so much.